Big hair for me really was a chance to express a lot of the complicated emotions and experiences I've had around my hair. Since I was little, I've always had people commenting on the size or the shape or the color of my hair, and really the experience of having my hair seen as a centerpiece of who I am actually helped me feel more invisible. Um, and so I shaved my head when I was in India on a study abroad program and hoped that that would really get rid of it. But actually, while keeping my hair short for a while was sort of empowering in itself, it ended up turning into just another reason for people to look at me differently and think that the way that I have my hair was some sort of statement about my personality or my gender or my sexuality, which it really wasn't. Um, I was just experimenting. And so as I started to grow my hair out and my natural fro actually started to come out that I've had since I was really little, but have usually tamped down by putting my hair up or straightening it, I started to have all these emotions resurface about what my hair meant to me and what it meant to other people. My hair has always been a centerpiece for other people to comment on. It's always been something that made me kind of stand out. And either because of the size of it or the color or the curls or, you know, is that a wig? Is that not? Where does that come from? Your mom's side, your dad's side? What are you? Who are you? And for somebody who doesn't really care about appearance, or I like to think that I don't, I care about so many other parts of my personality and who I am more than what my hair looks like, that was really offensive. And I've also had those experiences of people just coming up to me and being like, oh, your hair's so floofy, and they just touch it and they just grab it. Or, wow, like you should always keep your hair like that. Or why did you cut off your hair? Or why don't you grow your hair longer? And it's infuriating as a woman to hear those things, just as a person, but I think women get it a lot more often, and especially black women, and that's something that I've learned a lot about through some of my friends who just have had the most complicated journey with their hair, and I felt like there were pieces of that that I could identify with, just in terms of your hair being so much of a statement of who you are. Whether you like it or not, it's often seen that way in our society. And of course, black women are often discriminated against because of their hairstyle. Whether they decide to have their hair natural or keep it in a fro, whatever it is, it's seen as something that is so public that it's allowed to be commented on and it's allowed to be judged, and it's this thing that other people can just use to really dehumanize, actually, I think, and objectify women, and especially black women. And people have been fighting back against that. Of course, there's India Arie's famous song, I Am Not My Hair. There's Solange's most recent album that came out. There's a song that says, Don't Touch My Hair. And it's just over and over this repetition of what her hair means to her. And that song really touched me, both because it's a really strong representation of how a lot of black women feel, I think, about their hair and how it's perceived in society and how they never really get to own it. Their hair always belongs to someone else in the same way that they are perceived as belonging to other people, when really they need to have that self-possession just the same as anyone else does. And while I've never lived a black woman's life and I can't know exactly what that experience is like, I think there are elements that I've felt in that same way, both in terms of, you know, just having my hair being seen as something that other people feel they can touch, other people feel they can comment about, other people feel they can judge, and in terms of feeling this kind of sense of alienation or a lack of ownership over something that is coming out of my head and it should be mine and it should be only mine and only I should have a say in what I do with it or what it looks like or what that means when I present a certain way, but it's not the reality. So I wanted to write a song that expressed some of those experiences and some of the complications that I feel happen around having big hair, or just having hair that's noticeable in some way, that kind of sets you apart.